Good morning. In today's world, statistics is very much useful tool that is going to be used in many disciplines. So let's have some glance about these statistics, what the subject actually. When it comes to the statistics in general, people think that all about mean, median, mode, and range. These things. It's not confined to only mean, median, mode, and range. It consists of so many other tools that can be used in these statistics where the statistics for an example like ANOVA, t-test, chi-square test, normal distribution. So there is lot of things that are there to be learned in statistics. In general, statistics always deals with the quantitative aspects, and most of the time we use the statistics to manage the data. There are certain principles that need to be followed. There are certain methods that need to be followed and procedures that need to be followed, which was developed to collect the data, classify the data, summarize the data, and interpret the data so that everyone can understand about the data interpretations easily. So the statistics mainly used for converting the random data into understandable information. And based on the result or findings from the statistics, so many business people they can take a wise decision to develop their business strategically. The origin for statistics is it is a Latin word, and that in Latin word it is in Latin word we are going to call it as a status. It is an Italian word which is called a statistica, and in German we are going to call it as statistic. So what are the name that you may call it as a status, or you may call it as a statista, or you may call it as a statistic. Okay, it all means it is a political science. This is the origin of statistics. Because in olden days statistics was used to fulfill the requirements of state, central, and suppose for an example it is going to be used for national wide to collect the census and all. So that is why it was named as a political state. Statistics can be explained or defined in two ways. One is plural sense and another one is singular sense. So when it comes to the plural sense of the statistics, it is all about refers to the numerical statement of facts related to any field of inquiry. It was not confined to the only business people. It was statistics can be refers to the numerical statements of different disciplines. Even statistics can be used in to analyze the mindsets of the customers. Statistics can be used to know the mental condition of people. For an example, a person, a psychological aspect if I take, so the condition of a person before smoking, after smoking, right? Is there any difference in the behavior of the person that can be also identified by using the statistical data, not only in psychology aspects. So the statistics can be used in so many different disciplines. And when it comes to the statistics, Bowley has been defined the plural definition of the statistics as it is a numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry that is placed in relation to each other. So there is a wonderful word that has been used by Bowley here, that is in relation to each other, numerical statements of facts in relation to each other. Generally, one suppose if a person was if the customer was not satisfied with the product, it doesn't mean that he completely not satisfied with the product. So some scenario or something that made him not to get satisfaction. It may be the color of the product, it may be the quantity of the product, it may be the taste of the product, So it may be the availability of the product. There are so many other reasons why the customer was not satisfied with the product. It's not that only there is no quality in the product. So there is certain relation to each other, one item to another item, that we called statistically as a variable. So there is a relation between one variable to another variable. Each variable is a numerical statement of facts, and there is a relationship between one variable to another variable. And Euler and Kendall has also defined the statistics as we mean that quantitative data affect to the marked extent by multiplicity of causes. So here also he is explaining about different causes. If some quantitative data was appeared or some mean value of the quantitative data was appeared, so it was appeared because of multiple reasons, multiple causes. As I explained in the previous example, that is, there are different variables will be there. One variable will affect the another variable. Suppose for an example, an employee is not working properly in the organization. It doesn't mean that he is not having the capacity to work. It is all about the other variables which are affecting him. It may be due to the less incentive that it might have received after doing lot of hard work. So there are many other reasons, many other causes was there. That what Euler was clearly pointing about the plural sense of the statistics. Okay. So when it comes to the features of statistics definition in plural sense, it says that it was an aggregate facts. In statistics, if there is a single number, we cannot do anything with a single number. When you want to draw some conclusions in the statistics, it required aggregation of facts. And most of the time, we are going to express the things in the numerical way. Even the qualitative things such as great, excellent, very good, rich, poor, big, all these are qualitative items that need to be converted into quantitative items with different techniques of statistics. So generally statistics will be expressed numerically in numbers so that it will be easy for the calculations and to apply the methods of statistics. As I told you, statistics is going to be appear or affected by the multiple causes. It's not impacted by only one factor. It is going to be impacted by many different causes. So the product demand in the market has been reduced. It is there may be one chance that due to rise in the prices the demand of the product was decreased. Due to inflation, the demand of the product was decreased. There are many multiple causes was there why the demand was reduced in the market. So statistics is affected by the multiple causes, and whatever the result that we are going to get, it completely depends upon the reasonable degree of accuracy. When you are collecting the statistical data, if the data that what you have collected, if it contains more accuracy, then the result or finding that you derive from the statistical methods will also contains a reasonable accuracy. So the accuracy completely depends upon the how accurate, how much data you have collected, and how much accuracy was there in the data. And there is a relation between one variable to another variable. There, suppose for an example, a person used to eat 20 idlis, 10 idlis for breakfast. Slowly he started reducing eating the idli from 40 to from 10 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 2. There may be one factor which was influencing the person not to eat more. That may be because of age, because of other diseases. There may be a lot of reasons which was related. As age grows, the digestion capacity is going to be reduced. There is a relation between the age and digestion capacity. So like that, there are if one variable will always be relation to another variable. So whenever you are applying some statistical methods, you are going to use the statistics for a predefined purpose. Suppose for an example, I am collecting the data of 10 students about their name, about their age, and why I am collecting that. What is the purpose of collecting it? It was already, I have predetermined purpose of it. I want to know which student is performing well. I want to know the age of the students. So the who has taken admission in a particular college or a particular place. It is completely a predetermined purpose. Data will be collected based on a predetermined purpose, and most some of the values. So data can be either be collected by an estimation. Sometimes data may not be available for us to calculate. There are certain methods are there in statistics where you can estimate the data based on the previous data. And whenever you are collecting the data, data is going to be collected in a systematic manner. So either there are a lot of methods to collect the data in a systematic manner. So the data collection can be done through primary data sources. Data collection can be done through secondary data sources. And even when you're collecting the primary data source, you can use different types of tools in that. When you're collecting secondary data, you can use the different types of tools in collecting the secondary data. So this is what plural definition and the plural sense features of statistics. Thank you for listening the class.